Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the consequences of the Columbian exchange, socially, politically, and economically. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the social consequences, which included new crops being introduced, new animals being introduced, and new diseases were introduced. So by new crops being introduced, I mean like when they were transporting the stuff back and forth, they brought foods from Africa, Europe, and Asia to the New World, which is the Americas. And they brought some of the food from the Americas to Afro-Eurasia. And that's how they got like different types, a variety of foods from in both areas. The diseases that were being introduced were, I think, smallpox, measles, and other types of diseases. I don't really know the names of them, but I know that some of the diseases that were being transported were deadly because they weren't immune to them like the other people who had them were. So they really like died quickly, which made the population decline, which made it easier for them to take over the New World and make it their own. The next thing we're going to talk about is the increased demand for both land and slave labor. There was a global population explosion. They had to work harder and new population groups formed. Why was that all happening? It was all happening because they needed more products so they can trade or sell so they can make more money, basically. The next social consequence of the Columbian exchange was that new population groups were forming. And because there was new population groups forming, there was an increased demand for both land and slave labor so they could meet the, how do I say this? They can meet the requirements. Not meet the requirements, but so they can have enough products picked at the end of every day to give to other people to trade or sell, which made the slaves have to work harder every day. And yeah. Now we're going to talk about the economic consequences of the Columbian exchange, which one of them included slavery. Slavery is part of the economic consequences because slavery is what brought their money and stuff in, because without slavery, they wouldn't be able to make as much money as they did because the slaves were doing all the work and they were just sitting on the behind being lazy. So without slavery, they wasn't going to be able to have the stuff that they needed to, make their money. So now we're on to the political consequences of the Columbian exchange, which included tax trade, mercantilism, and capitalism. Mercantilism measured wealth by a nation's gold and silver, and capitalism is an economic system of private business ownership. And yeah, that's the end of this video, so I hope you guys learned something. Bye.